All right, my mans. Once again, we on Nickavelli TV. And we gonna talk some Knicks shit.
Alright.
We're gonna get into the Knicks Chronicles. And we gonna talk about, first of all, I'd like to talk about that game that the Knicks lost to Atlanta Hawks. Double OT. It was a wonderful game. We won 4 out of 5 games, y'all, under Mike Miller so far. The winning streak like this we haven't had since what? 2017?
Yep.
Talk to me, man.
Should have had that one.
Huh?
Should have got that.
Let them know who you are first. Although
they know me. I'm Coop G, man.
And my man right here?
No, me, big fella.
Big fella.
You know that.
All right, we're going to get into it. So, what was your sentiments concerning that game? What did you like, what you didn't dislike?
Man, we started out cracking them, went up 15.
Right?
They came back, went up 15. Then we just changed it. You know what I mean? We started changing lead changes.
Right.
You know what I mean? All in all, it was a good game.
It was a good game.
You know what I mean? It was a good game.
Who was you impressed with on the Knicks concerning that game?
Man, Randall balled out. Mitchell Robinson played that defense. Mitchell Robinson played D.
All right.
We got shots. We got shots from Bullock and Ellington.
I got a question for you. Both of y'all could chime in on this one. Do you think that my man JR, Julius Randle, is going to be in a better position being that Marcus Morris is not on the floor besides him?
No.
Meaning more opportunities going to come his way with the ball. Not that, listen, I wish Marcus Morris was still with us.
Yeah.
But sometimes when we lose a key player, the offense changes.
Yeah.
You know, because with Marcus Morris in the lineup, he was demanding the ball for a certain amount of minutes. Now he ain't there. Do you think that opens up more opportunities for Julius Randle?
I mean, it's going to open up opportunities for just about everybody. Because, those numbers that Morris is putting up,
he averages 19 points per game, man.
We're going to have to make up for him. And I really, right now, I think that was a bad move because I don't see nobody making up for those numbers, man.
I'm thinking like
you know what I mean? We got 3-point guards, right? And I like what Peyton is doing. Peyton is holding it down. But when we need that shot from Peyton, he ain't capable of hitting that shot, man.
He's not a clutch shooter.
Yeah, you got not even a clutch shooter. The dude can't shoot. I mean, they got the defense can back up off him. The defense can play up off him because they know, he ain't capable of hitting that shot. We need a point guard that can knock down that jumper, man. You know what I mean? That's going to keep the defense honest. Right, you know what I'm saying? That's going to spread the floor.
I want to chime in.
Chime in. Speak up, big man.
That winning streak actually give the Knicks a good look at somewhat of a nucleus to build around.
So you saying the Knicks are going to benefit without Julius Randle? I mean, without Marcus Morris.
Marcus Morris, he brought some. Listen, them 19 points. Other people not looking. It's a hell of a lot. You know what I mean? Now, without Marcus Morris being there, they need a point guard to distribute or step up in his absence to replace that 19. Now they get a point guard that's not a shooter, but he's a passer, he's a defender, and he could distribute that ball. That 19, everybody that's in that rotation, points could go up drastically. Randall could become the Knicks superstar. What they looking for?
He's not a closer.
Young boy.
He ain't a closer though.
He's not a closer.
We need a closer.
He's still young. He's still growing. He's a cub.
My thing is,
you get him in beast mode. He can become that closer. My thing is, they got right now, they can look at somewhat of a nucleus right now. Out of that, they ain't like you said, 4-game winning streak. Last time that happened, 2017, maybe 2018.
Right.
Look, we got shooting guards that don't shoot that well. Let alone the point guards that that shoot blanks.
Listen,
you know what I mean?
My man Morris is gonna be missed. He averaged 19 points, 5 rebounds, He shot 43%.
Sure, he gonna be missed.
43% from the field and 44 behind the arc concerning the three ball.
Sure.
Solid,
Let that go.
solid
He
numbers.
was in it, what, he was number 2. He was between number 1 and number 2 for in the league for 3 percentage.
Are we supposed to be picking up this guy from St. John's, Heckler?
Hawkins, he didn't even play. I'm like, yo, man, and he tight. I know Hawkins is hurt right now because he on a he just got traded from a Whitby championship team.
Right.
The Clippers. That was, you know what I'm saying? He like, damn, you know what I'm saying? Here, I'm on the motherfucking road. Might be able to get a ring. Messing with Kawhi now. I might can get a ring. And now they just trade me over here.
That's because the West Coast is building up for championship.
I can dig that, but I'm saying Hawkins is like, yo, he was on the championship team and just got traded off. Like, yo,
Let me
you know
tell you
what I mean?
something. The Knicks right now, being that the West is loading up, there's
Right.
a lot of people that is going under the radar that the Knicks could pick up. There's a lot of solid point guards.
Damn, it sounds like big fella here is gonna turn into a Knicks fan. I know he like Philly,
Now, I'm a Philly
but
fan,
no. You know a lot about. You. Come on, man. I think you about to get a Knicks jersey out this motherfucker,
I
man.
got a Knicks hat, man, so hey, man.
Yeah, I'm saying you working it. Now we're gonna talk about guards, man. We're gonna talk about guards. Let's talk about no other than my man Frank Ntilikina, man. Let me tell you something, man. That dunk Frank Ntilikina did versus the Atlanta Hawks, double OT, was vicious, man. I was like, oh shit, I thought the Knicks had the shit in the bag.
Man, I went to the bathroom. I missed that.
Yeah, you missed that, right? Yeah. But talk to me. Who's impressed with Frank Ntilikina's style of play as of right now?
Man, they ain't impressed, man. Trae Young cooked the shit out of him, man.
You said,
Cooked them. Oh, cooked them.
talk
Trae
to
Young
me.
cooked them, man. Come on, man. And then hold up. And then I gotta listen to. No, hold up. And then I gotta listen to my man Wally on the Wally wall. He gonna go and say, yeah, you know, Frank Ntilikina. They should have put Frank Ntilikina to put the clamps on Trae Young. And I'm like, yo, Frank Ntilikina just got 3 fouls in a row trying to guard Trae Young. 3 fouls. I'm like, yo, Trae Young cooked him. How much Trae Young had? About 40-something points. Come on, man.
No, Trey one had what? How many points?
42.
He's an
all
impressive young
now,
player.
He didn't only cook Frank. Yes, he cooked Peyton. You know what I'm saying? He cooked DJ. I mean, he cooked all. But don't, Wally, knock it off with the Frank, man. With the Frank big ups, man. Frank went out there and whatnot and got roasted, man.
But Frank Ntilikina, man, I know you don't want to hear this, man. I know who your guy is, man.
Yeah.
He's a better defensive player than Trey Burke.
Man, I just showed
Hey,
you,
hold up.
man.
You can show it again. You just showed it again. He's now on your team, right?
Man, get busy.
Are you impressed with what Trey Burke's doing on Philly right now?
I mean, he bringing something there.
Are you saying to yourself, damn, why did the Knicks let him go? Or are you saying to yourself, I see why they let him go? Is it 50-50, meaning in 1 minute you feel that way, like you see why the Knicks let him go? Or do you have more moments where you say to yourself,
Man, look.
the Knicks made a bad mistake?
It's 50-50. You're right. It is 50-50. But then, no, I'm going to sway about it. It's not going to be 50-50. I kind of see why the Knicks let him go because he's a streaky.
He's not streaky at all,
If he's not
man.
on, he's not on.
He ain't
If
streaky.
he's
No,
not
no,
on,
no,
he's
no,
not
no,
on.
no, that's
When he
not
on,
true,
he
man.
on. The
That's
Knicks
not-
don't need that. They need somebody to be
Don't get
there.
emotional, cool.
Nah, because
You gonna have
The
your
Knicks
chance to
need-
speak,
The
baby.
Knicks need somebody to
You know
be
why?
there
You know why I'm gonna debunk
every
that?
game.
You know why I'm gonna debunk that?
Hold up, we gotta hear him so you could know
Just
totally
said it,
what.
but I'm gonna tell you why I'm gonna
The
debunk
Knicks
that.
All right.
need somebody to be there every game, a guard to be there every game. They don't need a guard. Okay, even if he could go out there and score 40 or 42 or some shit like that, he do that, what, 20 times out of the season?
So
They
for the
don't need nobody
record,
like that.
so for the record,
Yeah, what,
so for the
20 times out of
record,
season? Shit, 20
so
times
for
out
the
of
record,
season,
if you had
and
the toss up between Frank Ntilikina and Trey Burke to go to the Philly, you would pick Frank Ntilikina over Trey Burke? You got to think about that. That's a yes or no.
For Philly, he's playing the role. So, you know what I mean? If Ntilikina, if Philly needed that, then I would go with Ntilikina. But Trey Burke is playing the role.
So basically, you saying that Trey Burke needs to pick up on his defense.
Aspects of his game.
You playing games.
Show me.
Aspects of Trey
Show
Burke.
the evidence. Pull it out.
He's a good player. But like I said,
man.
when he on, he on. When he off, he off.
Man, look.
You need a
Right.
complete game.
Right.
You don't need him to be
Hey,
on
yo, my man.
and score 40 points for 20 games. No, what
we
you
don't
need him to
do that.
you need him to
We need him to do what he's doing
average,
right here.
You need him to average over 15 for that whole season.
Okay, we're gonna go into the archive, y'all.
We need him to do what he's doing right here.
This is
That's
a straight
the man-
bird.
Yeah, Jeremy Lin.
Against
Hey,
Jeremy Lin.
okay.
Jeremy
The
Lin
same
came up
dude.
there and did the same thing Trey Burke did.
No,
He
he
got
didn't.
$68
No, he
million
didn't.
in the Rockets.
Okay, look,
Trey
y'all.
Burke doing that.
Look, y'all.
Trey Burke doing that.
Look. We are now
Look at that
watching.
defense.
Yeah.
Look at that defense. One-on-one defense. No help defense. One-on-one.
Okay,
Yo, he couldn't get past Burt. He
okay.
would have got past Frank though.
We gonna watch. We watching it right now.
He would have got past Frank
Okay.
though.
All right.
Nah,
What's the
man.
difference between Jeremy Lin and Trey Burke?
Had Jeremy Lin all on the floor.
Jeremy Lin, same thing, street.
Ain't no same
Street,
thing.
had a street.
All right, now
had a
let-
street.
let
He
me go
killed
now, let me
all
go
the-
now.
He killed all the
Let me go
premier
now,
players
man.
that got
Let me
68
go
million
now.
somewhere else.
All right.
Go now,
Let's go to
cause
Cool.
we
Burke killed all the
Let's
premier
go to Cool.
players.
He is a Knicks fan. Nick
I'ma jump on
first. I'm
what he
sorry,
just said.
baby.
Okay.
Nick first, baby.
I respect that.
All right, let's go.
I respect that.
My man said Burke is a streak shooter, right? He said streak. He's a streak. All right? Now, here we go. I'm a Knicks fan. I watch every game. I'm not
Okay.
a Phillies fan. I'm not this dude fan.
Right.
I'm a Knicks fan. I
Okay.
got MSG, right? I got MSG Channel 27. I watch every game.
And I'm sorry
You hear what I'm
for you
saying?
paying that
Every
money.
game. So when Burke came up, see, I watched Burke when he cracked us when he was in Utah, when he hit that motherfucker 3 in the corner on J.R. Smith. You understand what I'm saying?
Right.
I watched him from there. Right? That was a buzzer beater game winner. Right? I said, this dude got clutch J. Right? And then I seen him do it again against Orlando when he was in Utah. I said, yo, this dude got clutch J. But hold up. Let's go all the way back. Let's go all the way back when he was in Michigan. Right? How he got Michigan to the finals. You know what I'm saying? NCAA finals when he got robbed. When he pimped my man shit to the backboard and they say he fouled him.
That's
right?
all good,
Defense.
but I got a question
No,
for you,
no.
man.
Let me finish because you let this dude get his shit off.
All right.
Right? Now let me
Okay.
finish, right? You talk about defense, right? He got robbed the one night. They said foul. He fouled a dude, right? That cost him the championship, NCAA, right? NCAA champion of the year. I mean, player of the year, right? NCAA player of the year, right? You don't get that just being a one-dimensional player. You get NCAA player of the year by being, right, multifaceted, right? Defense, offense, assist, all that shit, right? That make you NCAA player of the year, not just because you can score, right? Now, hear me out. Hear me out on this. You come to the NBA, all right, they get that shit with Utah and Exum. That was one thing they wanted to get the taller guard. You see how that worked out. Exum in another team now, right? All right, cool. He got this running, right? They traded him to Washington, right? Now he behind Wall and Bill. He like, that's their team. They the franchises over here. They gonna lock that down. He called Mills and say, yo, Mills, yo, what's up, man? What you got for me? Mills said, yo, man, I can give you the G League right now. He went to the G League, tore shit up down there. Ain't no freak shooter. The dude was very consistent down there. He was averaging 26 points down there and 7 assists. 26 points, 7 assists in the G League, right?
What did he do for the Knicks?
All right? When he came up, he had, look, when he was with the Knicks, he had the highest turnover to assist ratio, right? Turnover to assist ratio. He was like between 1 and 2 in the league. 1 and 2 in the league. He started. He came up from the G League. He came up around January, and it took him a while. It took around February, between March before. Listen what I'm saying.
Hey, you got January to
Listen
May.
what I'm saying. Let me finish. He came up in January. It took Jeff Hornacek a minute to start giving him burn, right? But Jeff Hornacek started giving him burn behind Jarrett Jack, right? It was Jarrett Jack there, right? So when he came in, he started playing behind Jarrett Jack. He started coming off the bench. He coming off the bench and was giving us, you know what I'm saying, 17 points, 20 points here and there. As a matter of fact, he came off the bench and gave us that 42 and 12. You know what I'm saying? Well, he cooked what you call him. He went up against Kyrie Irving, gave Kyrie 26 and 11 assists. You understand what I'm saying? I watch every game, baby. I'm giving you stats right off the top of my mental because I already know the stats.
So, how many points did Trey Burke average on the Knicks? When he was let go, what was his stats?
You know, his stats, he was averaging like 12 and like 5, something like that.
12 points.
12, something like that, 12 and 5. 12 and 5. You know what I'm saying?
So you telling me right now, if it wasn't Frank Ntilikina who was guarding Tay Young, and it was your boy, Trey Burke,
Yeah.
he would have locked him
You know
down.
why? You know why? Because I'm
You
going
have to get back to you. Hold your thoughts.
No, you asked me
Hold
the
your
question.
thoughts. Yeah, I did.
asked
But
me
you
the
got.
question. Let me finish the question.
All right, let him.
You asked me the question.
Let him get there.
You know what
Let
I'm
him get
saying?
there.
Again, my man, that's what I'm saying. My man Burke picks up his opponent 94 feet from the beginning. And he know how to deny his man the ball. If you can't deny your man the ball, your man gonna bust your ass. That's what Burke defense is. He denies his man the ball. You ever seen him when he did it against Frank? When they played for Philly, played New York. That nigga locked Frank down. Tell the truth. That nigga put the brakes on. That nigga put the clamps on Frank. Oh, Frank got a few baskets off when they set Burke down. And you watched the game yourself, baby.
Okay, talk to me, man. Trae Young being defended,
lock Trae Young down.
What?
Trae Young can play with and without the ball.
My man, he denies you the ball. He denied you the ball. If you can't get the ball, you can't hurt him.
Talk. You had your chance, cool. I said Nick first.
Yeah, that's a cut.
I said Nick first. Go get it, big fella.
Can I have the house?
Yeah, you can have it. You Philly.
I don't rebuttal on that shit I just said.
Let's go. Yeah. Talk your shit,
Your
man.
man is in Philly. Your man is in Philly.
And he's playing for your
He's
team.
playing for my team.
So you should know what he's doing on your team.
Right.
Talk to the camera, man. Don't look at.
Listen here. In Philly, he's playing a role. He's playing a role. They got Trey Burke there because they don't want to play their point guards. They don't want to exhaust them toward the end of the season. So Burke is there playing a role. You know what I mean? They're not looking for Burke to be an explosive player to do that. Which he has explosiveness. He has explosiveness with him. He has it with him. You know what I mean? But he has more bad games than good. Now, Trey Burke. That's why he put on.
That's a bold.
I'm gonna go back to what you said earlier. I'm gonna go back to what you said.
Is Trey Burke a shooter to you? Can he shoot long range shots? I mean,
Trey Burke,
want me to bring it up?
He got some stroke.
he got some strokes.
He got some stroke.
Is he a clutch shooter to you? He's on Philly. He's on that whack ass team called Philly right
Wow,
now.
don't do that.
Yeah, I gotta do that.
y'all
Nick
have
first,
to, y'all
man.
don't
Listen, we respect you as a guest, but I mean, I'm letting you get your shit off.
Don't
Philly's
respect
real
my
close. Really, Philly's real close to New York. So y'all neighbors. But at the end of the day, you still gotta take your shoe off when you walk on the New York carpet. Ain't nothing changed. So talk to me.
Okay.
So I'm letting you speak. Get your shit off.
Okay,
Talk to
Trey
Nick.
Burke as a clutch shooter,
Is he a clutch shooter?
he's been known to knock him down. And you know what I like about Trey Burke? And I will say this about Trey Burke. He's not scared.
He ain't scared.
Whether he on or off, he not scared.
But no, hold up. I got
Listen,
one.
man, you gotta
I'm
show
not
the
gonna talk,
evidence
but
that he's
he
alone.
talking, but listen what I'm saying, right? You ain't got people. A lot of people can't play in New York. You already know that. Motherfuckers ain't got the mentality and they got the heart and the drive to play in this city, man.
No,
Motherfuckers can't deal with this city.
they can't
You know, a
deal
lot
with-
of players
yeah.
can't deal with this city.
Yeah.
My thing is, when you get a player that can play in New York, that can handle New York, and handle the media and handle the pressure and all that shit in New York, man, you keep him. You don't let that man go. Like Marcus Morris showed that he can handle New York. He can play here. You understand what I'm saying? Burke showed that he can play in New York, man.
I'm
a lot
a
of these
Philly
dudes,
fan, and I will say this.
Frank ain't show he
The
can play in
Knicks-
New York yet.
The Knicks made a lot of stupid
That
trades.
nigga
Marcus
play-
Morris, letting Marcus Morris leave was stupid. You
Right.
know what I mean? I understand what they're trying to do for the future.
Right.
Marcus Morris was showing up.
Right.
Showing up. That shouldn't have been. Unless they was going to get something key, something near to what he's doing or better, it was a stupid trade.
All right. So for the record, can Trey Burke shoot?
Yeah, he got stroke.
From 1 to 10, what you give his shooting?
From 1 to 10, yeah,
What, 5?
All right, bye, sweetie. Okay, look at that.
He give him a 5.
You wanna see
All right,
some-
we're gonna go to the
want some
archive,
shooting?
y'all.
Want to see some shooting?
We're gonna go to the archive.
Look at that firework.
Okay.
Look at that firework. And not only can shoot, he can drive to the rack too.
I just said Trey Burke is not scared to play.
You know what
You
I'm
said
saying?
that. You said that. All right, we seen that. We seen that.
Scared to play.
But my thing to you,
Once I step back.
all right, we're gonna step back. All right,
See that step back?
we looking at it, man.
Step back and all that. You got all
Okay.
that flavor. Come on, man. You don't let a dude like that go, man. What you really thinking, man?
All right, cool. I
Man, you got a
understand.
motherfucker can't shoot.
Baby
That motherfucker
AI,
can't shoot.
Baby AI was let go of the Knicks, but he's not Allen Iverson. He's a good player.
See, that's why they
He's
fucked
not
up
Allen
at.
Iverson.
See, that's why they fucked up at trying to
On
compare
his
him to
best
AI
day,
and
he
all
ain't
that.
Allen Iverson.
That's why they fucked up by trying
How
to
am a
say
big man
he's
said on his
AI
best
and all
day?
that, man. Come
On his
man.
best day, he's
Let
not
the man-
Allen
yeah,
Iverson.
let the man play his game. His best day,
That's what he said. He's not on his best game.
his best game. That 42 and 12 was very impressive. Huh? And that game against Boston, and that game against Boston where he dropped
42 and
29,
12.
where he dropped
Young
29, 11 against Boston, right? when he took Tatum and when he told them dudes back
Check
up.
this out.
When he said back
Check
up, hold
this
on,
out.
hold on. He
Name
told
your 20 games. Like I said, he good for 20 games like that. Name your 20 games that he good for. And then the other 70-something, 60-something, what he doing?
What you mean he was in the G League, he came into the Knicks late. He came
What
into,
did I say, Trey Burke?
I just said he came to New York.
What did I say? Trey Burke is good for big points in about 20
He said 20 games. He was down
20
there.
games?
Hold on. He was down there burning up the G League before he came up to New York for 26 and 7.
We get that.
26 and 7.
We get
He
that.
averaged
All right.
what when he left? You
I just
said
told you.
12 and 5.
Listen what I'm saying. He came up
12
to
and
New
5.
He
That's
came
a
up to
big
New
ass drop. 12 and 5.
Listen what I'm saying. 12 and 5, but 26 here, 30 there,
What
28 there, 42 here, 42 there. You know what I'm saying?
So, all right, hold on. Because we stuck on this Trey Burke, man. And let me tell you something. I like him. I like Trey Burke. But we got to get over this Trey Burke hump, man. We really do, man.
We can get off it now. Who we got right now? That's that's going other than we looking for somebody in the draft. You know what I'm saying? That's gonna come and save us at point guard because right now our point guard is fucked at shooting. All right. That double.
What about that boy Engleton? He went off too. Let's talk about Engleton on the Knicks.
Ellington.
All
right, I was just saying he's not a point guard, but I'm saying like he's supposed to be a shooting guard.
Right.
I say our shooting guards is just as bad as our point guard. You know what I mean?
So you don't like what Kevin Knox is doing?
Kevin Knox he's a forward, man.
I know, but I'm just saying.
I like what Kevin Knox is doing. You know what I'm saying? But we need somebody to distribute that ball. We need somebody to open up the floor for them. A point guard that's gonna keep it honest and whatnot. That his defender don't have to play off him. They go and double team Randall down in the paint. A triple team Randall in the paint because Randall ain't got nobody to kick it out to that can splash on the regular. You know what I'm saying? They know who our shooters is. They're going to be on Bullock. They're going to be on Knox, right? They're going to be on Ellington. You know what I'm saying? They know Barrett. You know what I'm saying? He might hit one, but he ain't going to hit a string of them. They know motherfucking Frank Ntilikina can't hit 2 baskets in a row. He can't hit 2 baskets in a row.
I seen it.
He can't hit 2 baskets in a row.
I seen him hit 2 baskets in a row.
That nigga ain't hitting 2 baskets in a row to save his life. That nigga get 5 points in a... He get 5 points in the first half. 5 points in the first. Watch the game. He's not hitting 2 baskets in a row.
He asked the question, why is Frank Ntilikina there and Trey Burke's not?
Man, Trey got mixed up in the motherfucking Porzingis trade, man. You already know that.
They could have mixed Frankie up in that trade.
They could have, you know what I'm saying? Maybe Dallas didn't want Frank.
Why not?
Dallas didn't want nobody.
Dallas asked for that. Dallas asked for who they got.
They wanted Porzingis.
You think they would have gave up? Man, come on, man. What's the name? Fuck that whole shit up. Yeah, they wanted Porzingis. But they also asked for whoever they, you know what I'm saying, they threw some in that trade.
So would you like to see Trey Burke come back to the Knicks?
Yeah, I would like to see Trey Burke come back to the Knicks. Ain't no doubt. You know what I'm saying? I would like to see him and Peyton. I would like to see him and Peyton coexist. I like to see him and Peyton exist.
Up in Philly.
Oh, so he must be doing something good. You're a Philly fan, and you telling me that you want Trey Burke to remain a Philly?
Because he's keeping our guards that we need.
Right.
He's giving them that rest. But when he come in, he does.
Philly got this dude, man. They got this dude. They got this dude and whatnot that's playing. I think he's getting a little burn over Burke right now. This dude, I can't remember his name, a white dude and whatnot, getting a little play over Burke right now.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I know they trying to build this dude up like, you know.
Burke like second off the bench.
Nah, he ain't second off the bench. They got the other white dude off the bench. I can't remember his name.
Burke second off the bench.
You know what I'm saying?
Like he's telling you what's going on in Philly, right?
I watch all the games, baby. I watch all the, you know what I'm saying?
And
I get my chocolate cake for Sweet Mamas up there 145th in game time, baby.
I hear you. Now let's switch gears, man. We're gonna talk about coaches. Mike Miller, his success, man. If he was the coach for the Knicks in the beginning of the season, where you think we would be at right now?
It'd be a different.
First of all, if he was there, if Mike Miller was there coaching from, you know what I'm saying, I ain't gonna say beginning of the season, should have been there before Fizdale for the work that he put in the G League. You know what I'm saying? For the work he put in the G League, right? Shit, G League was going, G League was going to fucking the championship in the G League while the Knicks, you know what I'm saying, was struggling to win 17 games in the season.
Right. Miller should have been there a long time ago because he's been in the G League developing players.
Now get this.
So he got an eye that other people don't see.
Now get this. His man, when he was successful in the G League, right? You know who his point guard was, right?
Trey Burke. My God.
know who his point guard was, right?
Ooh,
Now
fuck
you
out
think
you
about
on
it.
his
Now you think about it. Now if he was here right now, and the way he was repping down there, and he got his man here, Mike Miller. Yo, Mike Miller, you want to go to the next level? Get your man back. That's it. You want to go to the next level, Mike Miller? Get your man back. Tell Mills and them right now. Say, yo, man, look, bring me my motherfucking point guard.
Trey been in the league?
No. Bring me my motherfucking point guard right now from Philly, and let us rock this shit. Let us rock this shit.
I'm about to ask a serious question now, since he's on some Trey Burke shit.
Get him back, right? And get my man Wooten. Where the fuck is Wooten at? Where's Kenny Wooten? You know what I'm saying? They signed him, but I'm like, yo, where is he?
Do you think Trey Burke was able to handle the great Kobe Bryant?
Come on, Kobe Bryant. Come on. You gonna say handle Kobe Bryant, man?
What it was like? You say he's a lockdown defender. So I'm asking you, just how if Kobe Bryant was still here. Come on, man. Don't do that to me, man. You opened it up for me to say something like that. I want to know how great you think Trey Burke is.
I didn't say he was a lockdown defender. I said his defense is good. His defense is good. He played good enough defense.
I got you on tape saying lockdown defender.
You was damn near handcuffed.
I didn't say no lockdown defender. We're going to rewind that tape.
Listen, I got to get the editor software when people start saying it, what they ain't saying.
Man played defense. I say he locked down Lynn, right? That's what I said.
Okay, all right.
I'm saying that he, you know what I'm saying, his defense is good enough. You know what I'm saying, to keep teams honest. The dude gets steals. The dude, you know what I'm saying, the dude is quick. You see what he did, what you call him, Dennis Smith Jr.?
Okay, so let's see. All right.
You never answered my question. How many years Trey Burke been in the league?
Right now, I think this probably is 6 years.
Wow.
This is 6 years right now.
Wow.
What?
6 years in the league. How many
Last
teams?
year was his 5th year.
How many teams? Then coming out of college, player of the year.
He was on Utah, I believe, right?
Player of the year.
Utah. He was on Utah.
He was on the
He
Knicks.
was on Washington.
Philly.
He was on New
Washington.
York.
6. That's 3.
Dallas and Philly.
That's
He was on Dallas. He was Dallas. Yo, he getting the fuck up out of there. You know what I'm saying? The motherfuckers don't want him.
He ain't getting the fuck up out of there. They getting him the fuck up
He
out of there.
ain't getting up out of there, man. He left Dallas. He got up out of Dallas. He signed a contract with Philly, you know what I'm saying, over the summer.
Because he wasn't going to get no burn in Dallas.
Why not? Why not?
You got
Why
two
not?
Europeans
Well,
down there.
Duke and who else?
Yeah.
You ain't answered my question, man. Do you think he would be able to lock a player like Kobe Bryant?
Kobe is not a point guard.
I'm not asking about. I'm not saying nothing about him. I ain't talking about.
He gonna lock who he guard down. I mean, he gonna play him to the best of his ability. I ain't saying yo, man, right now, ain't no player locking down no player in the NBA. You know what I'm saying? But if you can hold him under his average, if you can hold your man under his average, then you're doing your thing. And that's what he do. He holds his man under the average.
And that's your beef with, and then that's your beef with Frank Ntilikina. You feel like Frank Ntilikina don't hold his players under their average.
Niggas be getting career highs on that. You know, hold on the average, he's getting career highs on this motherfucker.
How many years Frank he been with the Knicks?
Huh?
How many years Frank been with the Knicks?
This is Frank's 3rd year right here, man.
Okay then.
Well, what'd he do? You know what I'm saying?
That shit speaks in
what?
volume.
For him to have, what he trying to say,
The
for
reason
3
why he's
years.
still there is because he's a motherfucking. He was a pick. He picked kind of high. They picked the motherfucker high, and they don't want to fucking accept that this motherfucker's a flop. They don't want to like, yo, man, we can't admit that this nigga Frank. Frank is a flop, man.
Listen, how long did it take Gary Payton to develop his game?
As a starting point guard.
Gary Payton. How long did it take Gary Payton to develop his game? Wasn't
What? Gary Payton the glove?
he didn't come to glove and within the first 3 years?
Come on, he was recognized. He was recognized as a defensive player. And not only he was a defensive player, he got busy. So it ain't like, you know what I'm saying, this motherfucker ain't the only defensive guy paid, he did his thing.
But then they put players around Gary Payton for Gary Payton to look good.
Frank didn't have no players around him? Huh? Frank didn't shine when he had Kristaps there. He didn't shine when motherfucking when Melo was there.
But he didn't have nobody to believe in him coming in his career. Jeff Hornacek didn't believe in no Frank Ntilikina. He wasn't, listen, he wasn't, what's the word I want to use? He wasn't, he didn't have his best interest at heart with Frank Ntilikina. He ain't put him in the G League, let him season up. Frank Ntilikina had to develop the hard way, man.
He was crying for the G League. He was crying for the G League. He would have went down there with Mike Miller. Mike Miller probably would have had him rocking. You know what I'm saying?
But for the record,
you see what he did for Dotson?
But for the record, if you was working in the front office of the Knicks, you would have got rid of Frank Ntilikina a long time ago.
You know he would have for Trey Burke. You know he would.
No, nah. Listen. there was a part in the season. See, you know what I'm saying? I watch every game, right?
I'm not
There's a
saying
part.
no
There was
doubt.
parts in the season where Frank and Burke was clicking together. You know what I'm saying? They was clicking together. You know what I mean? So I'm like, yo, if we could get that rocking like that because they was clicking. You know what I mean? So I'm like, yo, we can put that together and that could be something. So I'm not really like hard on Frank like that. I'm like, yo, man, Frank, he got potential, man. But yo, man, very, very, very slow at, you know what I'm saying, and letting it out, man. I'm like, yo, I told you before, man, it's hard to play in New York, man. A lot of people can't play in New York. They ain't got that hard to play in New York. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
They ain't got that hard to play in
no
New York.
doubt.
And I'm like, yo, man, if it's taking Frankie this long to get it right, New York, you gotta have that strong mind, that heart, man. You know what I mean? Burt got that. Burt been playing up in Dykeman. You know what I'm saying? He been playing over in the, you know what I'm saying, up there in the grounds. So, you know what I'm saying? He been playing in New York on the streets.
But at the end of the day,
Man.
Frank Ntilikina is here.
And that ain't never played one game up in
And
Dykeman.
Burke is gone, man. Listen,
Hey,
man.
you play one game on West 4th Street, man. Go down West 4th in the cave, Frank. Get some street ball in you, man.
Big man.
Come
on. Alright.
There's people that play up. There's people out here on the streets that play up in Dykeman, playing all these, playing the Caves and all that shit. They not in the NBA. I'm going
But I'm
back
saying
to
NBA players go down there and play with them brothers. You know what I'm saying?